Hi guys, I just wanted to have a look at these games. So these are limited edition phones, and I just was really curious because I saw these people reviewing it. Actually, one person reviewing it, and I just wanted to check out what the new ones are. And I found that there's a Realme GT Naruto limited edition, and I just wanted to have a look at it and then compare it with other alternate phones and have a look at the reviews that are up there. And actually, I'm thinking maybe I should have bought this, but let's have a look.
You are watching QSQ Technology. Realme's latest anime series Naruto. Known character.
Skip
The
this.
charging version of the GT Neo 3 while the packaging and appearance are tuned to match this.
So as far as I have found, that Real GT Neo 3, this is the Naruto edition, but this one is actually from Xiaomi. So they are a sister company, and Realme has done these limited edition things. And I really like the packaging because this is when Naruto, people who have watched the anime, this is when he is in Sage mode and he can get the scroll that he carries with him on his back. So that's really cool that they've actually included that as a packaging, and it looks really good.
Special themed occasion. The phone features a predominantly orange color mixed with black elements while the camera island is made from metal with Naruto's headband serving as inspiration.
Oh wow, that is really cool that it has actually made, that they've actually got the headband inspiration there, and that is actually metal, because most of the times the cases are either plastic. And I'm guessing this one may be a version of plastic and metal together. We'll have a look.
Realme also made sure the packaging is on
that is
point with a
so
special
good.
scroll box containing the phone.
That is awesome because that is what Naruto's Uzumaki's sign is, and he does have that at the back. So I'm really glad that they've included that feature in as
Special
well.
case,
This is
a
really
Naruto SIM ejector pin, the 150W charging brick and cable as well as a Naruto theme.
So it's got a charging cable and the powering plug, I'm guessing. I don't know what it's called, but the little plug that you attach onto the PowerPoint. So I'm guessing it's a powering plug to charge the phone. That is really cool that is actually in the exact symbol that Naruto has, the leaf symbol. That is really cool. I don't know how fragile it would be, but I'm guessing it's metal. You hardly use it. It's not going to be used all the time, so that should be fine.
10,000 milliamp hours power bank with 33W fast charging. The phone is also loaded with Naruto wallpapers, icons, sounds and a special charging animation. Realme GT Neo 3 Naruto Edition will retail for US $415 for the single 12GB RAM.
$415. That's not bad for a limited edition phone. I'm not too sure about the specs about the Real GT Neo 3 yet. So, and also for this phone, so I don't know what the processor is, but it's saying it's 120, 256 and 12, I think.
RAM and 256GB.
Yep. So 12 gig RAM. That's pretty good. I know that a lot of gaming lower end phones can be 8 gig and then they go up to 12. Some of them have that ability. Others are around the 6 gig mark and say that they can do gaming. I'm not a gaming person, so for me 6 gig RAM is fine. I do have a Vivo which is a 8 gig and moves up to 12 when gaming, but it's a Vivo, it's not a Xiaomi. And the Samsung that I have is a 6 gig RAM, and it's functioning fine for whatever I need to do. So, but this is really cool for $415. I'm going to compare the prices of all the others and see if this was worth it. Now that I see it, it's a 2022 model. I don't know where I was.
Storage. Thanks for watching, guys. If you
wait, let's see.
Thanks for watching, guys.
No.
$15 for the single 12GB RAM and 256GB storage. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like my video, then please subscribe my channel and don't forget to click bell icon.
That section is metal. Is that metal too? I wonder, because that looks like it's plastic. Black. Comes with the plug. Let's see if it's a C2C, because I know a lot of the new phones don't actually come with that and you have to purchase it separately, which is kind of inconvenient. I get that a lot of, if you bring one out with every single phone, it accumulates, but then again, we can recycle them. So I think at least at the start, when you are doing a C2C, it's best to include it because it's just annoying to go and have to purchase it again. And yes, I have been in that situation. I brought it home and I looked at the cable and I went, hang on a minute, this is not a USB to C, and my past ones were a USB to C, so I had to go and purchase one separately, which is not expensive, but it's just inconvenient and it doesn't cost much. Just include it, people. Oh. That looks like it's a C2C. That symbol, I wonder what it is. I think the cable could have been done better. Maybe orange and black. I can't complain too much. I wonder what the symbol is there. If they've included the Uzumaki clan symbol, that would be like the one that Naruto has in there. That would be quite nice. Or even engrave that in the black. That would have been quite cool. Or put it in orange, which would have just given it that extra. Yep. So that was a C2C. If we go back a little bit, you can sort of see that it is a C2C cable. And it comes with, does it come with these or are these, I am not sure if it comes with these or you have to buy them, but it looks like it should come with it considering it's a limited edition. But let's look. Okay. That must be oh, wow. That's the external charger. So you can charge that and take it with you. So it's a portable charger. That is really cool. I'm not too sure if it is included in the package, which it should be considering it's a limited edition, but I will find out because this person has really told me. Yep. Oh, I like the detail. The detail is really cool and I love the symbol and it's silver and oh, yep, well done. Well done. Xiaomi, well done. Okay. Oh, I do like the wallpapers that you can choose and it's all inbuilt, which is great. I mean, it is a limited edition, so you would expect that they would do that. Charging, we'll have a look at that in a minute. There's not much information provided here. I want to know if I know this is metal because he did state that. I'm not too sure if this is or this is. It does look like it might be metal, but it could be plastic with that shine. This black part definitely looks like it's plastic, but these could be metal, so I'll have a look at that one. Nice. I like it. Okay. The price is... Okay, so let's have a look. Realme GT Neo Naruto Edition retail for $415 for the single 12 gig RAM and 256 storage, which is great because the ones that I have are 126 storage, and it is not a 12 gig. So one of them can go up to 12 gig, the Vivo, and the Samsung that I have is 6 gigabyte RAM. But the processor may be better, so that might actually be an advantage on the Samsung. But I'm not too sure. I'll have to see what the processor is for this one because they are using the GT Neo 3. And I've heard that sometimes it may contain the Snapdragon processor, but we'll have to have a look because also the version matters. But Samsung, I'm sure they always do a good processor anyway, and they're reliable. It does last a long time. Xiaomi, I've heard, are pretty good too, but I'll have to do a bit more research, which I'll include in here before I can state what sort of processor, because the processors can be different, vastly different. That will change the performance of the phone, including the video quality. So, all right, so let's have a look at the Realme GT Neo 3 Naruto Edition. So I'll have a look at this. Let's do a bit of research on the Realme Neo GT, and we will see specification. Oh, it's sold in AliExpress. Okay, technical specification. Let's just have a look at this and see. 415? Where was I? Why didn't I buy that? Anyway, talk time, it's a question mark. Standby time is a question mark. Lithium 4500 mAh. Okay, so that's not... Oh, that's the power bank. Standard battery, buy power bank. Oh, what? It's an extra? I thought that guy said it's $495 with the additional power bank. Anyway, not sure what's going on. Wireless battery charging? No, so it doesn't have that capability. Okay. For a 2022 model, I mean, it is $495. I can't ask for too much. Then you have 12GB RAM. Can it move up to anything? I wonder. That is pretty good. 256. Android 12. Okay, so it's Android 12 Linux-based operating system for mobile devices such as smartphone and tablet computers. Okay, so Linux is not bad. Interface processor, MediaTek. Ooh, 2.85 gigahertz. Number of cores. Okay, compared to Samsung, let's have a look. Oh, no. I wanted to do this one. Samsung. Let's have a look at a limited edition. No, let's have a look at the specs on this because I know that these ones, which is I'm trying to go for something that is around the same price. So it's $599. I mean, you can get it on sale for cheaper, so that's fine. 6GB RAM plus extra virtual RAM. Really? Okay, storage is 128 up to 1TB micro SD. Great. I don't know what the micro SD is for that one. Okay, so having a look at them side by side might be the best option. So if we look at the Realme GT, this is the Naruto one, so it does come with a case, comes with that. So maybe because it was a review, that person may have got that from the company. I'm guessing. That's just a guess, so we'll see. Anyway, we're comparing it with the Samsung Galaxy A33. So let's have a look at the specs, and then we can see how it is. That's the one I want. Yes, specs for that. Thank you. Okay, so as we can see, this could be plastic, but I do like the detail that they've given here. So that's really nice, and obviously you get all the other details. So what we're going to be looking at is the specs of, because this is Neo GT, we're going to have a look at the Neo GT. And we're going to compare the specs. So if we look at the technology network, GCSM, that's fine. 22nd March 17th. And 22nd March. Okay, so that was the release date. They were actually released quite close. Never mind. That's okay. So body display type MOLED, and this one is Super MOLED 90 Hz, whereas this was MOLED 1B color 120 Hz. Okay, so because it's a Super AMOLED, the resolution may be, the screen quality may be better. Also, let's have a look at the other ones. Platform Android 12, platform Android 12, so that is pretty much the same. And it's Realme UI 3. By the way, Realme is not Xiaomi, so correction there, as I found out. Xiaomi and Redmi is the one, so Realme is actually different. Memory card slot, micro SDX, you share SIM slot, so you can get them in different forms, and the one that Naruto is at 256 gigabyte internal storage. Here you can, internal slot, you can get it for 256. Probably be a bit more expensive. The standard is 128. That's fine. Main camera, 48, 50. So you've got 48. This is the triple camera, and there it's saying it's a quad. So 258, 48. And here it's triple. So you are getting one less camera here. Quality of the camera, I'm not too sure where they're getting it from. If they're getting it from making their own, that would be different. But if they're getting it from Sony, which makes incredible lenses, that would probably make it more expensive anyway. LED flash, dual LED, dual tone flash. Okay. HDR, this one has panorama, and this one doesn't. And this is the Samsung Galaxy A33. The reason I'm comparing them are because they are pretty comparable, and the price point as well. But I think the next thing, selfie camera 16 megapixels, and that one's 13 megapixels. Okay. 4K, I would like to see where the battery, lithium battery 5000. I think the Naruto one was actually 4500, so it's a little bit less. The Neo GT is 5000, so it's 500 less, but that's okay. Charging 32 minutes. I think they said it can do a supercharge in 17 minutes as well, the newer one. And then you have non-removable. So that's non-removable too. Doesn't say how long it would be charging for. 25 watts. Okay, doesn't say how long. I'm having it with me. I know that it takes about an hour to fully charge, which is not too bad. CPU octa-core 4 of 2.85, and there's 2.4, so it's a little bit slower. And then you've got, all right, chipset is Exynos. What's their chipset is MediaTek, which is actually pretty good as well. So let's do a comparison. Download speed of 4.7 Gbps, 5G. And if we compare it to, see how good that one is. I have a feeling this might have been a better choice, the Naruto one. But then again, we'll have a look at the price point in a bit. So let's have a look. Okay, test benchmarks. Let's have a look at that. MediaTek 8100 versus that. That's the which ones. We compare 8 processors, find pros and cons on the chip device. So which one is better? Gaming? 43. Battery life 8993. Okay, so which one was this for? Samsung seems to be slightly better, but we'll see because that doesn't actually give us much information. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, is better. MediaTek Density 81 is better than Samsung Exynos by 106%. It has 8 cores of 2.85. Oh dear. Okay, MediaTek Density. So automated benchmark test was 72% higher. Oh dear. So maybe I would have been better off with the Naruto one. Now let's have a look at let's have a look at the GPU as well, because but the processor is also related to the GPU. So if you have a powerful processor, then the GPU, even if it's less, it should be okay. But even if that's better, then that's great as well. But if you have a GPU which is slightly less, it's not going to make much. It will make a difference, but it won't be as much because you are playing it on the phone. I mean, if both have a standard one, and your CPU is one of the chipset is better, then obviously that will enhance the performance. But anyway, let's have a look at that. So we'll compare that one with, what's the Realme one? Male GT6, so G68. That may be a newer one. So let's have a look at comparison. Oh, it does come up. Compare data, 60 mHz, and that's 80 mHz. So with the GPU is better. Hardcore benchmark testing tells me what? Let's find out. Oh, okay, frequency 60 and 800, but benchmark 610 is higher by, so you can see 56 or 568,000, and this was 509. Benchmark for that one is higher. Okay, so maybe Naruto was a better option. But oh well, now we know. So comparative, now we'll have a look at the pricing and compare. And here we have the Realme comparison with the Samsung A33. This is the Naruto Limited Edition and Samsung. The reason I'm comparing Samsung and the Naruto Limited Edition is because they are much closer to the price point in comparison to any other phone. So if you buy them full price, these are more comparable. As we've already seen, these are pretty much standard. We do know that MediaTek is Dimensity, and we also have the octa-core. So this one we have seen that it's 2.85. And then here there is 2 of 2.4. So we already know that for the octa-core, this is much more powerful. This part is the same. It's not going to make much of a difference, but we just know about that. We've already looked at the GPU performances, so you can see that obviously the Naruto Limited Edition GPU tends to be much better than the Samsung, except for the end part, which is the DirectX. It's an 11, so I'm guessing that that would be the old one, and then you have the 12, which is with the Samsung. Not sure what the significant differences would be, but I would say that would be pretty comparative to the GPU performance as well. So we've got pretty good CPU and GPU for Naruto. You can also see that we looked at the ratings 76, 83, 82, and 804 for the CPU. It is good to have a high performing CPU as well to assist the GPU, because if you have a minimalistic CPU and you have a high GPU, then they may not actually be aligned together either, and they won't do a good job at performing, especially if you are gaming on that. Now, internal external storage, 256 for Naruto, and it is 128 for Samsung. But the difference is that the Naruto one has no external storage, so that is it. You're stuck with 256, whereas the one for Samsung, it is up to 1 terabyte. Not sure why they didn't include an external storage for the Naruto Limited Edition phone, which I'm pretty sure most people would like to actually play the game on. So that kind of doesn't make sense to me. Moving right along, we have got the flash, which is LED dual tone. I am guessing that this means that it is a white LED with maybe a pink LED, so the quality of your pictures may be a little bit different. I don't know if it will make it better or worse depending on the lighting you already have. And the Samsung is just a white LED flash, which most phones have anyway, so there's nothing so significantly different in comparison to other phones there. See, this one has the gyro ESI and this one doesn't, but this one can video at 4K. As we can see, the video quality 1080p at 30 frames per minute, which is pretty much the same as the quality, except you can actually, for the Samsung, can go up to 60 frames per second, whereas you can also do 4K for the video, and that is missing for the Naruto one. Gyro EIS is probably, I would probably swap it off for the 4K, especially considering the price point might be quite close as well, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. Now, as we look at 5G, they are both 5G USB Type-C end-to-end, so the one that actually goes to the charging unit and the phone attachment are C2C. Power pack, yes, it's included, so it does have that adapter there, and this one doesn't, and we've already talked about that. This also comes with a portable power pack, which you can charge up. I'm not too sure what the capacitor is like and how much discharge would happen, but it's better than nothing, and it is coming with it. So if you are running out of charge and you don't have an outlet, like a power outlet to get to, then I guess it should suffice. The only thing is the ones that I've had, they were the cheaper version, so I'm not too sure which version they are giving, but at least they're giving one, and it does look beautiful. Sensors, they're pretty much the same. This one is also the virtual proximity with the Samsung, but that's not much significant. So here we are getting 500 mAh less, but again, you are getting the power pack, so that's not too significant at the moment in comparison. Before we have a look at pricing, I'd like to talk about the casing. So for the Naruto one, it is soft texture, and camera island is glass, so the camera section will be glass and aluminium frame. Soft texture means it'll be the cushiony, the soft fabric, like velvety feel that you get, and whereas the Samsung, the backing is plastic. I do believe the frame is aluminium, but please correct me if I'm wrong. I could not find it anywhere. I do own one, and it feels like it is. It's a bit different to the backing, but I could be wrong. The glass is still Gorilla Glass and Glass 5, so they are compatible, and it does come with a portable charger, which I've already discussed before. No phone jack, which most of the phones tend to do that right now. Now, the feature that the Samsung has is it is dust, drop, and splash resistant. Apparently, it's been tested for 1 meter depth of water for 30 minutes and nothing actually happened. Not that I would recommend testing it out with your phone, and I don't intend to do that either, but I would say that the dust resistant is actually true because I do have the phone and I have not seen dust accumulate. Now, looking at the prices, which will determine whether I made a mistake or not. I have got different prices for different countries so that we can actually compare. For USD, it's $4.15 and it ranges from $262 to $4.99. I'm not too sure if that is secondhand, but that's like nearly half the price of the new ones. $262 to $4.91, $4.15. They are pretty comparable. You do get a higher GPU and CPU, as we've seen and we've compared, so probably not bad getting it, and it's a little bit cheaper. If you are looking at external storage though, and you are a person who takes a lot of videos and pictures and you don't actually download them later on, then maybe you will be having a bit of an issue with the storage, although 256 is quite a lot. On top of that, if you are someone who does have apps, as we've also discussed before, that could be an issue as well. So according to the price, depending on your storage situation, you could go either way. I would probably have gone with the $4.15, especially if I'm buying it for $4.91. But if I can get it on sale for $300 or something like that, then I may have gone for that because then I can include the 1 terabyte storage. Also remember, you're getting a 50 megapixel camera here and a 48, which is going to make you would probably be seeing the difference because of the GPU and CPU, which is a bit better here. $4.99 for Canada, and it is $3.57, so $50 extra for a limited edition. Again, this is a limited edition. It does have nice features, so you can splurge on it for $50. Again, GPU and CPU is good, as the same thing complies. So if you are happy with the GPU, CPU, and not too worried about the storage, $4.99 is a pretty good price. This one is, I'm pretty sure, Great Britain pricing. Not sure why it's not coming up. 322 and 329. So that is pretty close. I would actually go with the Naruto Special Limited Edition because that is quite special in that case. Now for AUD 623 and 599 for the Samsung, you can get that on for 399 on sale, which I would like the external storage. I'm really quite disappointed that they didn't put that in. I mean, if that would cost another $50, that's not a big deal. I mean, it's just an SD card slot. Come on. It's not that expensive. It probably wouldn't even cost you $50 to put it in. Anyway, for Indian rupees, it is 35,023. So that is a significant difference. I would have gone with the Samsung at that point because, again, it does have 4K videoing as well. So this one, if you are using it more as a gaming phone, I reckon go with that. If you are doing it for camera and videoing and things like that, better off with the Samsung because of the external storage as well and the 4K player. For Europe, I couldn't find the limited edition Naruto phone price, but I could find the Samsung, therefore I can't comment on that one. But as you know, for all the others, I would have bought the Naruto if I was in Canada, most likely. Although I'm not getting the 4K video quality and I'm not getting the storage space. But if it was a gaming phone only. Now, for me personally, I don't game. So for me, the Naruto one would not have worked. I do take videos and I do use some apps. So that would have been weighing me towards the Samsung instead. So did I make a good choice? I guess I did, considering for me, I guess I'm okay with buying the Samsung, considering it does have 4K videoing, which is more what I will use it for, and also the fact that there is external storage, which can go up to 1 terabyte, which is quite important for me, considering I am not the kind of person who will download things on a regular basis and keep backup like some people, which I should, and I know I do keep backup of certain things, but not for my phone. So that was what I have to pretty much tell you guys. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you guys later. Bye!
So this was your dream, Naruto Uzumaki.